Okay, so it seems like we have a little bit of an update on the Nijisanji situation. Now, this is a pretty crazy one, and I feel like this is starting to turn into like the WWE or something, where all of these people start, they need to get their own like kind of intro music because all of these appearances, surprise appearances, keep on happening, and this time it's to do with Xandu. Now, Xandu, I hope I'm saying that right, by the way, if you don't know, used to be Ike Eveland, who was obviously a part of Nijisanji and left quite a few months ago, and has actually been brought up quite a lot recently with some of the latest Nijisanji drama that we've seen. Now, it seems like he is back and that he will be streaming again. I'm unsure on how kind of consistent this will be, but yeah, he obviously comes out with this post here saying, I've been away for a while with time and distance. I've been able to process what I experienced and better understand why it affected me so deeply. That situation was not something I could continue in, and stepping away was necessary to protect my well-being and begin healing. And obviously he's referring to a lot of stuff going on at Nijisanji, which obviously we will talk about after reading this. Say, I'm grateful for the support and understanding from the community, and I've been focusing on positive connections and rekindling old friendships. I'll be joining an old friend for some games tomorrow at 8 p.m. EST, and I'm looking forward to a calm and comfortable time together. So yeah, from the sounds of how this is going, I don't think we're going to get any big response or whatever, or any big kind of thing to a lot of the stuff that Ike has been involved in. Obviously, there's been a lot of things that obviously he would need to cover, including the Black Stream, which you guys probably know about in regards to Solan, Doki Bird, and also all of the other stuff that's happened, especially recently with the Marie FD document coming out, and all of that kind of stuff, essentially saying that Ike was being like bullied and doxed by other members behind the scenes, which is obviously absolutely terrible. But again, I don't know if he's ever going to address that. I feel like he's probably just going to, continue doing what he's doing. As he says here, he's looking forward to a calm and comfortable time together. It doesn't seem very drama filled and kind of, calling people out type thing. So again, it just seems like he just wants to, just hang out with an old friend. And many people have been speculating over who that old friend might be. Now, if you don't know, Xandu, obviously was active before 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 5 years ago. So again, has been kind of active there. And obviously 8 months ago, actually released a cover, which, obviously a lot of people looked at. Now, people have been talking about this over on the Kuro Sanji subreddit as well, saying, worth pointing out, it was immediately retweeted by Barry Loaf, which is very interesting, obviously. But they say, I wonder who this, who might be who might the old friend be? Kuro maybe. And they say the only other one I could see as being Hiraga, Haka, PL. And they said, damn it, that was 2 minutes slower than UOP. I'm going to say there is about a 70% chance that he doesn't address anything recent or any drama associated with him at all. Don't expect a Blackstream apology. He'll give some vague details about how Niji made him feel, but besides that, I'm not confident we'll hear anything notable involving any other current/former members. They'll just move on and pretend like it didn't happen. And yeah, I feel like that is going to be the case, which is disappointing because it would be nice to get some more context, especially from Ike himself, about everything that's gone on, especially with all of the recent stuff. Obviously, yes, a lot of people are still concerned about the Blackstream too, but I think with a lot of the recent stuff, right, a lot of those screenshots were taken from Ike and were coming from Ike that Barry actually posted, and obviously Ike wasn't the one to give the comments himself on it. So it would be interesting to see if he had any comments, because he did contribute to the Google Doc in terms of providing those screenshots, right? But never actually talked about the situation itself. So again, maybe there could be something about that. You never know. But to be honest, obviously Nijisanji has a lot of stuff so tightly, knit that he could face some kind of repercussions for even talking about this kind of stuff. So again, I think I wouldn't really blame him for not talking about it currently, just because of the legal kind of repercussions that he could face and things like that, which obviously he probably wants to avoid. And it seems like what he wants to do is just kind of relax with a friend, which some people people are saying could be Kuro, which would be, cool to see. Obviously, people saying, holy, this really is 6 months. They said Kuro suggested him to take 6 months away from online, and if he feels the same way, just stay offline, and if he wants to come back, then he should come back. Said, reminder to everyone, regardless how you feel about Xandu/Ike, please use common sense and do not go out of your way to bombard him with questions. Which is true. Obviously, I know a lot of people are going to be very shocked by what is going on and be like, oh my god, he's back and things. But also at the same time, you got to consider the fact that, this is a big step for him in terms of coming back to the space. So a lot of questions obviously would want to be asked, but at the same time, sometimes it can get pretty overwhelming having all of those questions coming your way. They're saying, I know Bari was in an awful situation. It does seem like she was given permission to post his Discord. However, I can't help but feel concerned over her still being involved with him. Sure, she was right to be suspicious of Mari, especially since she threw herself on him when drunk. But I don't know. I don't think this is good for her mental health to still be this close to someone with such an obsessive attachment with, unless they plan on getting back together, which also doesn't seem great for anyone. But then again, it's their private lives and not really anyone else's business. I just hope they stay healthy and out of drama, which, yeah, I think honestly, that's a good way of putting it. I don't think it's our problem to be concerned with their relationships or anything, or how they're interacting. Obviously, it is very interesting that Bari obviously almost instantly retweeted this post. But again, we don't know what kind of relationship they have currently, or maybe they're working on stuff. You don't know. Again, it's not for us to really decide. It's not really for us to know really. It's just up to them. It's up to them. They say the way it's worded could lend credibility to the bullying allegations, but we'd need more than this to be sure by any degree of certainty. I did take notice of the fact that Kuro didn't come out and say anything against the screenshot's validities, but he's been very respectful of how the blue guy wanted to handle things, so I guess he probably wouldn't have said anything either way. So can't infer much by that either. Whatever the situation was for him and Niji, it clearly wasn't good for him, so I'm glad to see he seems to be on the mend, which, yeah, it does seem so. And say Kuro is also shown to be still cool to collaborate with the people that is assumed were on bad terms with Ike. So yeah, a lot of people saying I feel bad for him. They kind of put him in a spot where he can't really stay silent anymore, which, yeah, that is also kind of true. But there's been a lot of kind of supportive messages. I'll just refresh it if there's any updates. But again, there's been a lot of supportive messages. For example, Ray here saying, I'm glad you've been recovering and healing your heart and mind, Xandu. It feels like a blessing to see you again before the year ends. I'm sincerely hoping that you only have happy moments and cheerful festivities with your friend tomorrow. Thank you so much for letting us hear from you again. So yeah, a lot of people are meeting this with a very positive kind of responses, which I think is nice to see, especially considering that he is just coming back. Obviously, we saw that comment on the Nijisanji post of people being like, don't bombard him with questions, and it doesn't seem like that is the case. It just seems like, hey, it's great to see you at the back, and obviously just have fun. And I think that is essentially the message that is being sent to him at the moment, and it seems like we could potentially see Xandu streaming a little bit more in the future. Now, obviously, this isn't a confirmation that he is going to be regularly streaming or anything, or fully coming back, but we will have a stream coming out tomorrow at 8 p.m. EST with an old friend, which obviously many people are saying could be Kuro or potentially someone else. Yeah, then we'll have to see from there if anything does kind of develop from that, whether it's a kind of announcement of a regular stream, whether anything comes out about all of the stuff that people have been talking about. Obviously, it's a very, 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 very low chance of him talking about a lot of the drama that has been going on, right? I think, yeah, it does seem like it's going to be just a comfortable stream and something just to kind of get back into it, which I think a lot of people are respecting currently. And people saying it's good to know that the break you took were helping you healing from all of the things that affected you. I'm glad you're feeling good enough and strong enough to come back. Let's have a chill time together tomorrow and have fun. Happy to have you back. So yeah, again, very, very positive. And hopefully, maybe he talks about it in the future at some point. Probably not in the next, not in the next couple of days or so. That probably won't happen. But maybe in a couple of months or so, whenever he gets more comfortable in the space again, potentially we could have some more information come out. But currently, it doesn't really matter. I think people were just kind of excited to see that he is back, saying it's nice to see him doing better enough to stream, the rekindling old friendships. Do you think that could be partly referring to Doki, which some people are also suggesting as well? I know somewhat recently in the past few months, Doki made a comment about intentionally getting Sonic a little wrong to piss off one of her friends, and the only person that I feel like that could be is Ike, since she did that to him all the time in Iji. I think it'd be neat if the old friend he was joining was Doki, which again would be cool, but again, I don't know. I just don't think that could be the case. But hey, if it does happen, would be cool. But obviously they're saying it's more likely Kuro. So frankly, I'm just glad to see that he's okay. I know his friends, etc., said he was, but it's different when you see a man himself talking. And I never followed him closely or anything, but I was still worried about him. So yeah, obviously people were worried. It seems like now we've gotten a response from him. And yeah, we'll have to see how this stream goes and who this mystery friend is. So again, I'll keep you guys up to date if there's any kind of other information that comes from this. Again, I don't think there will be. I think it will just be a chill stream of them playing some games and things. But hey, you never know. So again, I'll keep you guys up to date. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this video. To this channel, and also put notifications on, because again, you will get notified as soon as a video drops, especially concerning a lot of this stuff. And yeah, go to Games Ups, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.